Yeah, my
We're going
phone
out
just buzzed.
on
I just
video,
woke up, Dad.
video chat right now. Ricky Collins Jr. joins us, number 3 of the Edmonton Eskimos. I can only assume from Texas this morning. Am I right? Ricky, where are you at today?
Yes, sir. I'm in Mesquite, Texas right now.
I envy you. How are things in Mesquite, Texas at this Christmas time of year? How's the holiday season been for you and everybody down there?
Man, it's been good. You know, the family had a good holiday, so everything was good.
That's good. Wait, we had a question, Ricky, about your contract status here. Hopefully you can fill us in. And that is, you know, what is your status for 2020? Are you pending free agent or are you locked down with the Eskimos?
No, I'm locked in with the Eskimos for next year, man.
All right. So let's talk about let's go back and then we'll look forward. The 2019 season with the Edmonton Eskimos, you finished 4th, you crossed over, had the big win in Montreal. What was the season like for you as an Edmonton Eskimo and that team?
For me personally, you know, started out the season, everything was going good. Throughout the season, you know, for me personally, I had trials for myself, trials and tribulations throughout the season. But as a whole, as a team, you know, we had a lot of adversity we had to fight through, you know, just to make it to the playoffs. You know, losing our quarterback, you know, we lost Trev for 6 games. So when you lose a quarterback of his stature and his nature, you know, it takes a toll on the team, and you just have to try to do whatever you can to make adjustments.
So a coaching change was made. Where were you when you learned that Jason Maas was fired as head coach of the Eskimos? How did you find out the news?
I had got a call from one of my fellow receivers. You know, I was in Tyler, Texas at my parents' house when I had found out that we had relieved Maas of his duties of head coach.
What is that like when, well, I know what it's like, so I'm just going to ask you your thoughts. Do the players kind of feel an onus, right, that they let a guy down? I know how popular Jason was with you guys. Don Unamba came on here about a month ago, said that you guys loved him. Did the players feel a little onus and almost guilty when the coach loses his job when it's a guy you like that?
Definitely, man. You know, Don, he told the truth. All the players like Maas, man. He's one of those coaches that players really want to play for. You know, it's sad when you have to see a coach go the way he did, but at the end of the day, you know, it's a business, so we can't dwell on what happened. We just have to move. So
what do you know about Scott Milanovich coming back in 2020 here, your new head coach?
Yes. I know from what Trev told me, he's a good guy. You know, he's rough around the edges, can be sometimes, but I mean, if you don't like a coach that's rough around the edges a little bit, you playing the wrong sport.
So how are you looking at 2020, Ricky? I mean, ever since you've left Saskatchewan, as far as I'm concerned, your career's gone like this. You haven't had the drops. I mean, you're coming off your best season as a pro, are you not, in Edmonton? I would think you just keep getting better every year.
Yes, sir. So I'm gonna attack this season totally different. You know, the way I attacked this off season, it was me continuing to stay more focused. This year, I'm just gonna put myself into overdrive and just make sure I capitalize on every opportunity I get.
Well, our producer Clark, who you've been dealing with here, just put up, you know, this monster season, some of your stats. What do you attribute that to? You just said focus, but what specifically have you done that led to that breakout season in Edmonton?
Man, it was really just me focusing more and like really real life buying into the offense, the system, and everything. Just being a complete pro, you know. In some of my other stops, I wasn't a complete pro. Like when I was in Saskatchewan, I wasn't a total complete pro. I was still learning the game. And then in BC, you know, I had got released by Hamilton, and then got to BC. I was trying to get my foot back in the door, trying to get the feel for the game again. But now I feel like I made that leap that I need to make to be a complete pro in the CFL.
Yeah, and sometimes when you do these interviews, you got to say things about things and stuff like that. But when Rod asked you what you thought about Milanovich, this look on your face was like, we're going to have a couple parties in the end zone this year. Like your face said it all. Like, yeah, okay, I can deal with that guy. I know where he comes from, and I know what he does for quarterbacks and receivers. So good on you. But man, it's not even New Year's Eve yet, so I can't even ask you about anything. We're just about as far from the last season as the next season. So maybe give us a rundown of what your workout looks like. You wake up in the morning, You go to the track, you go to the gym. What does that look like in an off season to become a top receiver in the CFL?
Man, so this past off season, my regimen was wake up at 6, eat breakfast, take the kids to school, and then as soon as I drop the kids off at school, go to my gym, work out from, I want to say it's like 7. I work out from 7 to 8:30, and then go from 8:30, go to the house, take a quick shower, rest, go back to the gym, just like do like some stretches and stuff, get the body loose again, and then just be a full-time dad after that.
Well, Ricky, what is your take, lastly, on the CFL West? It's like an arms race as far as, and it always is. I mean, you've spent your whole career out here in the West Division. What do you see coming back for 2020, or is it too early, as Abu said, because we haven't even hit free agency yet?
I mean, you could say it's too early, but at the end of the day, the West is the hardest, the hardest part of the CFL. It's real life. Everybody has juggernauts. Every team can beat anybody. It's whoever is making the best push towards the end of the season. That's who you have to roll with. It's any given Sunday in the West. It's just one of those divisions where it's like, man, everybody is good. So you have to come with your best ball every game.
Well, Ricky, I appreciate the time, and I will say Happy New Year to you and all the best in 2020. We'll be seeing you soon. I appreciate you coming on today.
No problem. Thank you.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. You still there? Derek brought up,
yes,
you tattooed guys all stick together. Abu, you don't have a tattoo, do you?
No.
Neither do I. But Derek, you do.
Yeah, I got.
And you want to talk to Ricky about his ink.
No, I just wondered what when you go in, because you do have a lot of tattoos. But when you go in, when you get new artwork done, is it something close to you? Is it family? Is it experiences? Kind of what's the motivation behind some of your tattoos?
I would say the most part of my tattoos are family, about my family. Then it goes from family to things that I had to deal with throughout my life. Like where I come from in Tyler, Texas, like the things that I had to do, some stuff like that, like my aunts, my aunties, my grandpa and stuff like that. My tattoos tell a story. It's just like I picture myself as a walking mirror.
That's awesome.
Good stuff. All right, Ricky, again, I'll say it again. Happy New Year. Thanks for the time. Appreciate the explanation, and we'll see you down the road.
Same to you. Thank you.
You're watching Rod Pedersen on demand. For more of The Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.